Excuse me. All right, everybody. Just starting to get kind of set up over here. Let's zoom in. We can zoom in even further. All right. Might have to zoom back out a little bit, but let's see where we go. I also still have a, I think I had to pull up my patch bay. I think one of the switches got messed up, but. This is the kind of noisy. Yeah, this is the kind of noisy kit I got off of the Yamaha QY70 the other day. What the heck do we have going on? All right, nice. Let's just make sure it's saved. That's right, Yo Dog. We're gonna go new and just go start. Let's load up some different drum kits than what comes in here by default. I've been recording off quite a bit. Doesn't have the one that I just did record in here. I guess I'm going to have to just, I think it's in snapshots or something. Anyway, it's fine. Let's see what we want. Maybe we can still zoom in a bit more. Maybe see if we can, it doesn't look like I can read. How do we make it so it's legible? Closer. It's at least a little bit closer to legible. Yeah, we'll work with that. Metronome. It's like a 82. We'll figure out shuffle in a minute. Oops, didn't mean to double tap there. Let's fix that. Need a different kit. Well, just so I don't like put too much stuff going on in there. We can also get rid of the metronome. 2. Let's see, what do we have for Okay, let's see where we're gonna go. Just trying to work out what I want to be in for a scale. Not gonna be able to do E. Not for through here anyway. Do F sharp Lydian. I was just trying to figure out, like, if this is our F, so we're F sharp, then this is our E, or whatever. Anyway. Just trying to make sure I know what keys I'm on. All right. I'll leave the snapshots alone. Let's see what else I've recorded in here. Might be. This needs to go away and become that. Need something different. I feel like they're just too bright. flubbed it on that last part. Weird. It's got the notes. I have no idea why it's not playing. I don't have it muted. Oh, I do have it muted. Why is it? That's weird. I guess you can play it while it's muted. I should know that. Okay. So it just mutes MIDI, not the keys. I think I sort of knew that, but maybe not. Interesting. Good to know. Do something with this track. Might just be change up the filter. track 8, I should double in length. This is a bit too fast, so we could play at half speed. A weird one for that. That doesn't work well. Make it more ominous. Let's see. All right. What do we want to do here? Anybody that's out there, hello. Hope you're having a good day. Still working on getting through my Earl Grey tea. It was nuclear when I made it. Now it's a little easier to drink. I had the impression from DiBiase's stream, somebody posted you can change the drum kit per track here, per track and pattern. I'm curious if that works. So, should be able to go. now if we go back, we know we got microscopic here. If I switch back. Okay, that is absolutely critical to know, because that would allow you to have multiple chops at the same time, or multiple chops spread across different patterns. Yeah, that's pretty awesome. I mean, you could fit in one pattern, like a whole song, just switch to some, or like a backing track or something, and then just switch to a completely different one. You'd have up to 9. I kind of keep hoping that they'll let us do more than 9, but because you can mix and match them, it is pretty important to know that. I do think that they want to push us more into using the song mode for structuring things and putting them together, though. But I don't know, that's not frequently the way I usually work. Like on the MPC or whatever, I'll automate mutes. So, but that is, I'm glad I caught that on the stream. Track 5 needs something to make it more I think really, if you're building stuff out on the OPXY, I do think there's reasons why you'd want to go into multiple bars, but you can do an awful lot in one bar and then just have like the punch-in effects, like make that a really long track and let it do a lot of the work for you. And you can stack quite a few of them from what I've found. I don't know if there's a maximum limit, but it definitely can let you do some pretty cool stuff. So for example, let's get into this. Oop, on the wrong one. So if I move over here, if we go to 4 bars, we just want to work in 4 bars. So a lot of what I've just put together is 1 or 2 bars. Haven't really done any parameter locks or anything. Not that that matters much, but let's say like this thing needs a change up somewhere in here, like on the 4th bar. Let's first find. Wait, I gotta hold shift and do this. Yeah, like just like that. Like it just adds like a little high end to it. I could wait until the 4th bar. And now even though this is a 2-bar loop, I've now just made it 4 bars without having to do like hardly any work to it. And we can drop in like a few, like while it's going, just to kind of keep it interesting. I'm gonna turn this down on my mixer and up a little bit higher here. I think this one must be linking them all together or something. I'm not quite sure. Because for some of these, when I hold shift down, I was under the impression that the right side, when you were in this track punch-in effect, it was only impacting, the right side impacts all of the instrument tracks, whereas the left side is just the local track, but that one does seem... There's this one. I don't know. I'm going to have to see. I don't think they have a chart for what the parameter effects are per track. They might be different, or they might be the exact same and only impact the track. It's a little hard to tell because the icons up here seem to be like they're dummy icons right now. So hopefully we'll get something that at least helps you know what the heck you're putting in there. Yeah, parameter locking is really awesome on this, and I'm just doing the punch-in effects like right now. So, I mean, the simple way to like show parameter locking, like, because you can tell it at per step if you wanted to ignore like punch-in effects or other stuff, but there's some of the ones that like get you into jumping around I haven't used much, but you can let's just like mute some of this stuff here. So if I come in, like, let's say I want to, this is kind of like tracker style, but like if I just want to do 4 on the floor, like super easy to program. If you don't always want on a 4 on the floor to have this at the end of every single iteration you go through. So if you know that like you're not going to stack a whole bunch of things on here, you just hold shift, tap it, tap the effect. Now it's going to happen every 2 times. I can set it to 4. You go up to 8. I forget what 9th. 0 is random. So if you want it to be random, like kind of generative, you can do that. I would usually do like 4. The problem that you'll have though is with this step, like if I want to come in and drop hats, I can add a hat to this step. I gotta add I forgot it's gonna do that. I think it wiped out the parameter lock, but anyway, no, it's still there. So if I tap it, we can see that the parameter lock's still there. So I just switched it over. The only problem with it is like if I want that hat to play all the time and just the kick to be skipped, you're gonna have to use a different track. This is where I would say, depending on how you want to structure things, I might actually say the OPZ style might be a little bit better, where you go like kick, snare, like hats and percussion on the first 4 tracks. So I know that consumes more tracks, but it gives you a lot more control and allows you to have, like, I've got my kick kit, my, snare kit, whatever, and allows you to really kind of get in there and program stuff. So like I'm just using one of them, but like you can program in pretty quickly, like the velocity, you can have it like ramp up and do all kinds of other stuff, so that like what's a good track? We'll do the bass line here. I'll do a new one. So if I wanted to pick, we'll pick this. So let's say we want that to go that long. The length doesn't really matter, but if I hold shift and hold the note, I can have it ramp steps up. So like every time it goes, it's going to keep going up. So this can allow you to create progressions. I mean, you can program it to like how much it does it, but this allows you to basically make progressions that will keep going up over time. I can do down, so I could even come in and make that one like a little bit longer. We can have this one go down by 4 steps. So like while this one's going up, this one will go down. And you just keep kind of like putting stuff in here, just have things like organically move around. So this isn't even, it will use the brain values to put the correct things on it. So if I go into brain, Yep. I can hold this down and like just change the scale. We can do something more extreme. So yeah, you can get like really crazy complex with this if you want to. Just depends on like kind of how you want to, I think, put stuff together. You can absolutely go with bars. You can go up to 8. I think it's 8, right? Or no, I think it's 16. Yeah, so 4 bars with 16 in it gives you like 64 bars total by making it play slower. So it can get crazy. Brain isn't fully global. There's a couple things you need to know about Brain. And one is it's this page right here under Brain that if you see like the ones that are like dark, so 1 and 2 is dark. Those are currently my 2 drum tracks. So Brain is off for these 2. You can turn Brain on or off for any of the other tracks. But if you have like an external MIDI device that is on any of these tracks 1 through 8 and it's on, it will even apply this to external MIDI. The reason why I'm saying like it doesn't apply to everything is A, because you can turn it off if you want. And then there's another thing which you need to know, which is on this MIDI track that's just like in your alternate page, it will not, as far as I know, it does like this would be a good track if you're just like in the I need to go program like some drums and I don't want it doing anything weird to it. Like you can put it on this MIDI track. I don't think CV follows either. So I haven't tried it. I'd have to go. I mean, my modular stuff's like sitting unplugged over on a table. I could probably spend some time playing around with it like later today or something. But as far as I know, my guess is it's because the Brain here on this second page doesn't. I haven't found any way to get to the alternate tracks, so I don't think Brain will impact anything on these alternate tracks, which kind of makes sense because what would it do on FX tracks or your tape track or like your audio input or like the other stuff? So the only 2 that are kind of a bummer is 3 and 4 here. I kind of wish you had the option similarly, like they extended it over and just let you do it, but I don't know, we'll see. Maybe a firmware update will get there. And don't worry about not knowing the terms. The only thing I would say is, I tell this to folks all the time. First of all, I get stuff wrong myself from time to time because there's so many different devices and they all have similar competing namespaces and they want their marketing to make their product sound different. So don't feel bad if you're like, I don't know the difference between a parameter lock and a punch-in effect. Like just be like cool about it and just ask. Like I think most people will be like, yeah, this is the difference here. I'll also say I don't know if you got an OPXY, but for me, like I've never really been much of a piano player. I mean, I can like, if you give me enough time, I can read this sheet music because I know where to start and kind of figure things out, but I can't sight read and play piano. So I was just gonna say, here, I know we don't have all of the scales and all that, but I've been using the Brain my habit has been turn it from auto to manual and then go set in whatever I want my root note to be and then kind of set it to the scale I want. And then you can kind of have your cheat sheet on the screen for what notes you can or cannot play in that scale. It will still let you play stuff that's outside of that, which is totally fine. But the Brain, as you kind of have it go do the scales up and down, it seems like it does a better job keeping things in scale than the OPZ did. So yeah, like definitely just learn all the ways to, I don't know, be open to information, learning stuff, ask tons of questions, just try stuff. Don't be afraid to try stuff out. I mean, I always say like, if it sounds good, it is good because, you know, you don't have to have an ear for this. You don't have to go through, college or something to make music. I mean, especially today, you can just go download a free DAW and some free synths and go nuts on your phone or computer or whatever. I mean, to me, like the OPXY, stuff like that, it's more of a luxury. So, I mean, I like it. I think this is a great little package. It is... It doesn't compete with the MPC Live or the SP404 Mark II per se. I put it in it's highly portable and like very dense, which I think is great. If I'm making music and like trying to be super serious about it right now, I'm still gonna lean towards the MPC or maybe the SP404 Mark II. But I'm definitely learning this thing pretty fast. I mean, there's just like tons of stuff in it, and I keep hoping that there's things that they'll add because we need chopping for one. I don't mind the 20-second sample limit, like that's fine, but we need a way to be able to chop it up and spread it across the keys. I mean, like the OPZ does that, the OP1 will kind of do that. So just being able to get one sample that you can use, like hopefully they just give us a chopper instrument. And if you do have an OPXY, one thing that I've seen a lot of people get hung up on is, I'm going to do something and show you. We'll go to track 8 here. If I go, I got on that. I just got to remember. So when I change it, I can put it back. You're going to see, I happen to have an external instrument here in the list. That's because I put the P6 in so that I could just kind of route to the P6 real quick when I want to. So you can save your own external instruments. But that said, the faster way to get to it is, actually there's no sense in me changing this yet. So the faster way to get into the external instruments that most people haven't seen, especially if they don't have a parameter saved, is you have to do Shift 1. And this just gives you all the engines. And you'll see external here, like that will always be there. So you just gotta remember when you're moving around, if you just want to change and you want like a blank or template engine, do Shift and 1 while you're on the track that you're on, instead of doing Shift and the track, because the Shift with the track gives you basically whatever you have saved for presets, but not necessarily what the engines are. So it can be an easy thing to be like, why am I sometimes seeing external and other times I'm not? Anyway. Let's bounce that track back. There we go. Let's bring some stuff back in here. Oops, that was not the one I wanted. Let's delete that. I'm on track 6, new. You can record plenty of automation as well. If you hold the record button down, you can kind of record whatever you make for changes on the knobs. It doesn't seem to work for the sampler right now. I'm hoping they fix that, because being able to automate the start and end points and some other stuff would be nice, but I don't know, we get what we get. Let's see, for this track, we probably want... I didn't record it. You gotta hold the record first, then Shift, then you can record it in. Oh, and I got these on the wrong... Oh, maybe it's not the wrong track. new track, mess with some drums. Like, we just get the boring old kicks here. Didn't record so like for this one, if I don't want this to go, what am I doing wrong? It's right there. Oh, because it's skipping. I already have a program to skip so it only does every 4 steps. Duh. So yeah, like if you're doing it this way, if you're just trying to do like 1 bar or something, yeah, it can be also worth just making this a 4-bar loop and then kind of working with it. You have far more control over it, but totally worth thinking about. I think, well, I'm impressed. Starting on the XY, if you're new to music, is, I mean, I think it's a great place to step into. Definitely just ask questions. You know, throw stuff on my YouTube comments, or feel free to shoot an email or join my Discord. Like, my Discord's pretty quiet most of the time, but usually happy to, if I'm around, I'll answer questions. Something's wrong with this one. I gotta fix that recording, apparently. I'll take a note. The heck is this one? All right. I mean, I think like a lot of gear's fun. I mean, TE, I would say, feels like they're more design forward first than a lot of other companies, but that's easy to say. And then, you know, we like got the similar design for like the SP series has been pretty consistent. MPCs have been pretty consistent for a while, so I don't know. We'll have to see what their next release or two is. I actually hope they come out with something that bridges the gap left by the OPZ seemingly no longer being manufactured, so that people can get access to some of the stuff it's doing without having to shell out the amount of money that this thing costs, because it is pricey for sure. And this doesn't like fully replace the OPZ either. There's still things the OPZ can do that the OPXY can't. Yeah, Peter, it is a bit of a sticker shock. I loved the OPZ so much that I've been telling myself, I'm like, you know, whenever they come out with the next iteration of the OPZ, I will buy it. And when I saw like OPXY, I'm like, well, that's going to be something different, and I will probably not buy it. And then I saw what it was. I was like, man, I guess I kind of need to get this thing, because I don't know. I just dig the OPZ style. I know a lot of people tell me I should get into Electron gear, and I haven't even like played with any Electron gear. I really wanted an Octatrack for years, and I don't know, I couldn't come up with the money for it at the time. And at this point, I'm like, you know, maybe they'll come out with an Octatrack 2 or something. But on the flip side, I don't know how likely that is. It seems like their engineers that worked on it may not be working there anymore. So maybe the Octatrack is the end-all be-all of the Octatrack, with just the Revision 2 coming out. But I don't know, we'll see. Maybe someday I'll stop buying other stuff and think about checking out some of the Electron gear. Where are we going? Oh yeah, we got the second track still. don't even have anything recorded on this one. Guess I gotta write that down. Microscope. Another note for things to go fix. Oh, you're talking about this one? Looks clean? Yeah, it's empty. So I went through, because I was like, I want more drum kits on this thing, and I just was like, it is nice having the drums in a relatively consistent place so that you can kind of get used to drumming. So the OP1 field that I've got has like a lot of stuff that's very similar layout for drums, so I just recorded all of them over from the OP1. I'll probably post them up someplace, either on my website or Patreon or something for people to go download if they want them. But you know, it was like an easy one to grab. I've been also I just last night fixed my Triton Studio, so there's like drum kits I want to get off of that and put into the drums. So it was clearly, I was having a few issues recording some stuff over here. You gotta like select it, then hit record, and it can get a little strange. It's easy to miss stuff, I guess. So, so yeah, I got work to do. That one looks like it just starts late. Probably fix that while I'm here. No, not tune. Fix the I wish there was a way to truncate, but we don't have that today. That bass is a little, that one's a little much, I guess. I do think we're gonna need a better way to mute and unmute stuff live too. I mean, it's okay, but like if you're trying to do everything, it's kind of hard to line it up, but like on the MPC, you can queue up what the timing correct will be so that it will do it on a bar, half note, quarter note, eighth note. So like you could then queue it up like a step or two early to be like mute or unmute, and then have it be on a better transition. I mostly like, there are reasons why it's nice to have it do a mute at the audio level, but this mutes at the note level. So if you've got a long decay on a note, it will basically send a gate off, and then that note will keep playing into like the next bar. So just knowing that, it makes it a lot fancy, or super fancy for doing some like those long transitions. But if you want to do like a transgate or something, you got to do it a different way, like punch-in effects, where you get like the one here, because like that'll get, but like you can't program the gate. So besides that, I guess you could manually ride the mixer here, but because the knobs are rotary encoders, like you're not going to get like a really quick, it's going to just do whatever you kind of get for that value. That has been one thing I've been trying to figure out. I got to think about it some more, how to do like a transgate kind of style thing. So you can hear like that. I muted it, but it still was kind of like ringing out. Uh-oh, getting notification that my somebody is out for our weekly Mutant Year Zero tabletop game. It's all right. It happens. People get sick. Can't make it. I still got a bit of a head cold going on. It just makes it sound like I had a radio voice a little bit more than usual. Where are we going? Let's see what we can do with this track. We'll add some more to it. So yeah, I think there's a lot of stuff that Teenage Engineering can do to make this a little bit easier, more more seamless. But I mean, honestly, for how we're getting releases from companies all the time these days, where you're kind of in the early adopter and getting to effectively beta test what's going on, or like just beyond beta test, what they've got in here is quite solid. I'm happy they added copying notes so that you can copy and paste steps as well. Makes it a lot easier, so I'm not having to try and, because like what you used to have to do, if there was like a note that you wanted to see like what was playing, you have to sit here and hold down on it. Like, okay, it's this one, and I want to move it over here. Now I have to come over here, and remember I have to hold this down and then tap this note. And if you start playing chords and things, I can't remember all of that all the time, so it can be a real trick. I don't actually, you know what? I want to play with something because you can record a fair amount of stuff. Let's I want to see if we can record. Let's go I want to see if we can record the arpeggiator coming on and off. I don't think we can, but let's make a new track here. Wait, I don't want bars. I want arpeggiator. Well, we need to go faster. Okay, so we've got it on. No, it's on or off, so you can't. I have been thinking about the arpeggiator because you have a unique arpeggiator per track, so we can set each one different, let them run, and then you can do stuff like have a chord track where you can turn on or off the arpeggiator and then have it play either chords or play the arpeggiator. So I think there's some, because it keeps the notes that you play arpeggiator generated, so it's just a different style from how like the MPC does it. Okay, here's like one that I'm just going to copy because it should be here. Then I can delete it. So much easier than it was in the previous firmware version. What was it, like 1.07 or 9 or something? Because before you'd have to be like, okay, what was it? Where'd it go? Because you can't use the shift and the plus and minus to move it. At least I haven't been able to. Somebody had mentioned that they thought you could move it to the next step, but I haven't figured out how to do that yet. So maybe I just don't know. All right. what was on this one? I forget. Oh, it's just like a couple notes at the end. I wonder if this bass is just too hard. I could reduce the volume this way. That's probably the wrong way to do it. Alright, we should make a new brain track. No. Make a new punch-in effects track. So that'll clear out all the stuff we had going on before. I made this 4 bars, but there we go. Okay, I heard it kind of do its thing. All right. This is another problem is, it's not a problem, but because the brain track, or no, the punch-in effect track is 4 bars, but this bass line is 1 bar. It's showing me where I am in the 1 bar up here, but when I hit record, because I want to do the punch-in effect, I don't know where I am other than listening. So I don't really care. Oh, I can't undo that, so now we're stuck with it. Which is kind of a weird thing. Maybe we can go find it. It's probably that one. So I mean, like, you can, like, if you don't, I suspect if you don't overdo it with punch-in effects, like, you won't get bored of them, and just kind of drop them in once in a while. Like, and you can always just create a new track and just go back to what you had before. That one was no good. We'll get rid of it. And you can do punch-in effect, or you can do parameter locks for these things too. So if you want it to be like every third or fourth time it goes through, again, like you can have it skip things, you can have it, some of these I don't think will make sense, but like if we go new, and actually I should, maybe I don't know what I'm talking about. I haven't really, I'm assuming it works. So yeah, let's say we want to mute all the drums temporarily. Let's see if this will work. Well, we can skip it every 4 times, so that should work. Oh, did it not hold it? It did. There we go. Then maybe I don't want it to be that long. I want to have like a note or two come through at the end. Let's see what it does with some of these other things. Right, let's add this one in. Okay, so this is going to change it randomly to what it's using as it kind of keeps going through the list. Let's see, what else can we do for parameter lock? I don't know the velocity's going to do much. Doesn't change the velocity of the values, so I wonder if like dividing it, can we do, because like re-triggering it isn't doing anything interesting. I guess it's because it's just carrying, it might be repeating it really fast, but not causing it to come in and out. Hold. Yeah, I mean, that makes sense. The hold seems to be overriding how long the gate length is. Maybe interesting. Check my calendar. Got a bit more time to keep goofing around. Anybody's got any questions, feel free to ask. Happy to try out doing some other random stuff. Let's see. So nothing interesting here. Portamento. I wonder if the portamento slides it into the effect. That would be super weird. So this is here. What happens if we put that like here? It doesn't like, it doesn't sound like it's sliding into it, so it's just doing it. I guess this is really only impacted by a few of these, but I think there's interesting programming you can do. Maybe I was playing a different one. Take those out. Stacking them is weird. Clearly, it depends when you grab it for that one. I think some of them depend on the timing. So you might need quantization off to get outside of the pocket of where it might try and quantize it to. I have noticed that on some of these effects. Like you start getting to like skip certain notes and do other weird stuff. Okay, let's get weird. Let's see if we can... I don't need to copy it. Can we turn... Okay, Arpeggio's making it go through in sequence all of these, is what it sounds like. So let's do... Like this one mutes. We'll know when it's muting. Okay, let's do like... Maybe it's not arpeggiating. I thought it was. That's a bummer. I was hoping it would let us do that. All right. Well, you can still do multiples. All right, well, maybe we'll be able to do some weird pattern stuff later. The step up can kind of do that. Because I think we were just, when I was playing around with this, we could start here, make it 4, and then apply. Whoops, not that. So first time through, we get that. Second time through, we get another one. I don't know if there's a way to tell it which ones to skip. And because I don't think it's going to use the brain for this either. I could see somebody getting really crazy and in-depth here. Intricate. There's probably some intricate stuff you can program. Now it should step through the drum, and it should be stepping through the drums and through the melody. Hey, good morning, Rustic. How you doing, man? All right, that's probably enough playing around there. big chords. Back to 1. Get a little bit more laid back groove. 2. Oh, that's right. This is the one I just programmed just to show that it'll ramp up and down notes. We'll ignore that one. Actually, we should delete that. It is not necessary. I had a alternate version of this, but maybe I deleted it earlier. I don't know. Let's see, I've been going an hour and a half. Probably a good time to quit for the day. Gotta start getting to emails and all kinds of fun stuff. I will start thinking about getting some OPXY videos put together for how to do different things, as I'm now getting my head wrapped around it. Thanks for stopping by, everybody. Keep making music, keep having fun. Remember, if it sounds good, it is good. Or maybe if it is good, it sounds good. I don't know. Maybe the inverse. I think the inverse is true as well, but maybe not. I think it can still be good and not sound good. But anyway, have a great day. Keep making music. Keep having fun. Have a happy holidays. Don't forget to go grab whatever goofy sounds I've been posting up for free for the sample advent calendar stuff. If you guys have been enjoying that, hopefully. If not, don't worry about downloading it or watching the videos. It's not necessary. But anyway, guys, just have a great day. Call your mom, drink some water, hug your dog or cat, whatever you got. Peace.